Well, would you believe it? Sun's come out. Quite nice now, just taking my jacket off. So we're just down here now in the car park field, and the boss and I have just squared posts up, put them rails on, knock this bit down here and put a couple of posts in, and we're heading for that gateway now. So I think the idea is to put another 5 or 6 posts in and then do like a 45 degree to the corner post, or the gate post, and that should hopefully do. So yeah, it's not looking too bad. You wouldn't think there's going to be a storm coming tomorrow, or Wednesday, Thursday. It's supposed to get a bit worse and a bit more windy as well. It's quite pleasant at the moment. While we're on it as well, so we're going to have a top rail on, we're going to have a secondary rail somewhere about there, and then down's going to be wire. It's going to be the X fencing. This is X fencing. It's supposed to have a non-slip knot on it, because on the other side when you look at it, it looks like an X. It still slips. We've still had horses managing to kick it across, but that stuff is heavy and quite hard to work with, especially the way we do it. We basically have to put it on the back of one of the tractors, somehow attach it. We used to put it on Fergie with a bar through one of the pins and pull it tight. Gotta love these days. It's getting wet again, and we had a breakout, and that's the end of the post. So my day off has turned into standing in some mud hole trying to fix a fence. I love horses. Oh, before anybody says anything, this is an emergency repair, that's all I've got. So I'll have to try and brace it and put wire back around it. That'll do for the moment. I'll keep them lot in. Right, well I'm on, I might as well show you anyway. So that's the 7 foot there. That's the 7 foot post. Sorry if you get it for wind. It's quite breezy today. 7 foot post. That's an old 6 foot post. Matched up. She's a little bit off to be fair, but me, I don't know what you can see, but me saw's kind of bent. Up onto there, dug that end out. I've actually cut the end off that post just about a couple of inch, just to give it a flat face. Then this top end is what I've cut off that post, top of that post. I'll turn that around that way. To be fair, I'd usually take a little bit more off, but it's that wet down there, it's not going to make any difference. And drive that in that way, and because the wedge is pointing that way, it should in theory force that post a little bit tighter on to that post. And then what I'll do is I've got a block, and I'll nail the block on top and probably put a nail through the post as well. Yeah, that should be about it really. Right, she's all done. What we'll do for this bit. It's all tensioned up and the rest of it, so Bossman came down and decided where I was putting wires, so that'll do. I'll keep them in there for a little bit longer anyway. But yeah, just put that piece of wood in. In fact, I've left that nail up there. You see that one there? Put a chock at the top as well. Just there. Put a chock on that side, just to hold that strainer from moving up. There's that nail that should actually begin to the piece of wood as well to help. And then cut the tip off that end and put the top of the post in that end. Well, that's how I do it anyway. Cheap, quick and easy way of doing it. I'm glad I did this yesterday. Good morning ladies and gents, and welcome to Friday morning. It's the 12th of March and it's getting wet. Right, I've just been down there, just have a quick look, make sure there's nothing trapped down there or something stupid like that. Yeah, walk back up and get on with today's job. You might have noticed that some of my videos are a bit out of sync at the moment. There hasn't been a huge amount going on. Well, there's been enough going on, but it's all been little bits. And usually I don't have time to film like half-hour jobs. And then we've got to look after. Boss man doesn't really want to be on camera either, and people don't want to be on camera, so I have to respect that one. I'm glad for the comments I got yesterday about the TD5 and the filter change, because that was a proper ball ache. And yeah, everybody I've talked to, I said, oh, bloody filter. They go, oh yeah, that filter on TD5 next engine. I'm like, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So right, so we're on third posting. Just to show you how wet it is. That's the hole I've just dug. You can see water in bottom, but that's like, what, 40 centimetres down? Like 15 inch down. That is the old post hole next to it. And that water is only, what, 20 centimetres from the top of the grass. Just shows how wet this is down here. We're on a bit of claggy stuff as well. It's a bit clay. There's definitely heavy clay down that end anyway. This land changes quite a lot. So yeah, I better get it knocked in before it fills full of water. Well, that works biffingly well. A bit of churning up there, but that should be where the ditch is. And that way down there, I've just got 2 down there to do, and the 2 up here just to pull out as well. In fact, there's one at the end as well I missed. But yeah, not too bad. What I am going to do though is put this post back in the holes, as daft as it sounds, back down there, because that's a bit of a deep hole, and if one of the horses goes in behind the hose, break its leg, dog or whatever else. So yeah, quick and easy way of doing it. Right, well that's the last one just put back in again. They say it's just to mark out where the holes are really, so they're not even firm. You wonder why I'm doing it now? Well, it's probably easier to do it now than when we're trying to finish the fence off. So hopefully next step is put wire on, last few posts in, and then we can look at getting Digger in to get his ditch dug out. So yeah, we can get Bucky back on, which is right down there, and the trailer on that's behind me, and do lunchtime.